Hi Logan, as per our earlier conversation, I'm just going to have a wander around the X1 in your absence and just point out anything that is of note. I will be ultra fussy in the hopes that obviously it puts your mind at rest, bearing in mind the distance between us, in particular at the moment with you being in Tenerife. I'm going to walk up to the car now, so we are offside front. There are a couple of tiny little marks on the bumper, nothing you wouldn't expect I don't think with a car with the age and mileage into account, and a little bit of a marking on the leading edge there, but again nothing major at all. Little chip you'll see just in the bottom there as well. Walking around, there are some stone chips on the bonnet. There's a little area here, and there's another couple in this sort of area. Nothing higher up the bonnet, to be fair, which is not a bad thing, mainly at the leading edge. Coming around, you've then got offside front alloy. It's fairly clean, to be fair. There are a couple of little marks if you look at about sort of 630 at the bottom there. A couple of little marks on the wheel, but nothing major. Coming up, I think that's just dirt, so we're all good there. Mirror casing all in one piece with lights as well. Can't see any parking dents looking down the leading edge of the car, or any scratches of note of any description. There's a tiny little mark here where obviously somebody has caught it at some point. Door handle in good order. Into the car, you've then got your seat squab and your seat bolster all in good order. A little bit of sort of slight wear there, but bearing in mind, as I say, the age, etc., and mileage, all good. There's one or two marks across the top of the steering wheel. It's obviously had a steering lock or something of some description on at some point. So across the top of the steering wheel, there are some tiny marks, but in the main, all good. Coming out, there is I noticed the tiniest of marks just about here. Couldn't see anything else really on that panel to note. Again, tiny little mark there. It's obviously been caught by a door, but not dented, so just literally caught the top of the paint. Looking at the offside rear alloy, I can't see anything to home in on that wheel really, other than up there at around about sort of 2 o'clock. There's a little bit of discolouring at the very top of the spoke. Coming around, rear quarter all good. Rear bumper, nothing to focus on. On the edge, there are, as you would expect, one or two light little marks on here. I mean, you may even buff out, to be fair, but nothing really too untoward. You could get a bumper plate or something to cover those, I'm sure. And a couple of tiny little marks on the corner here. Coming around, you've got near side rear quarter. Well, no, there's a very, very tiny little chip just there, which hopefully you'll be able to see now. And a tiny little mark just on there. You know, may even buff out, but not going to make any promises, if I'm going to be honest. So, offside rear quarter, or sorry, near side rear quarter, apologies. All in good order, no scratches or dents to tune into. And then you've got the near side rear wheel. There's a couple of tiny little marks just above the valve there, you'll see on the leading edge. But to all intents and purposes, the rest of the wheel is in very good order. Tiny little, there's a little bit of sort of brushing in here. Again, I think that will polish out, to be honest with you, but it's not like it's been against a hedge or something very, very similar, just running in through here. But I think that will buff out. It does go through here as well, to be honest. You may or may not see it. It hasn't broken the paint in any way, shape or form. Otherwise, all good. I did notice also there's a small chip just on the door there. Coming along, so a little bit further along, nothing else on that door to report that I can see. And the near side front wing, the same again. It's still got these sort of light hedge marks. I'm not sure if you can even see them, to be fair. There's one just in here, which you'll see just there. I think they would polish out with a proper machine polish. Worst of the wheels is this one. So near side front, you've got at the very, very top there, you've got those two spokes that have got a bit of damage. And if you go around to about 5 o'clock, you've got a couple of dot spokes there. And also again at about 2:30, if you was looking at that as a clock. Other than that, all good. Slight little mark again just here, which has slightly broken the paint, to be fair, and a couple of those again brush marks that have gone through into here, but nothing major. On the very, very front here, you have got a couple of chips which obviously would need touching in or rectifying accordingly, and a little one just at the bottom there. Hope the video is of interest and the car remains of interest. I've been as critical as I possibly can, bearing in mind that you're not physically here. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.